I mean, I don't think we started off too great either, but I felt once we kind of, I don't know, picked up our pace a little bit. I think we had a lot of turnovers in the first half.
I think right now we're kind of in the space where we just have to make sure that we're keeping our foot on the gas. I think we know that we're very capable of beating any single team just because of the way we play, the pace that we play at, and just the weapons that we have.
To find a way, started off the fourth really good, and then I think they even responded and made it 7 again, so just proud of our group. I thought Temmie gave us really good minutes. I thought she's all over the place defensively.
Did you see what Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston just did? They turned a 16-point deficit into a win against the Atlanta Dream. That's crazy. These two aren't just playing well, they're tearing up the league. But how did they go from promising rookies to playoff nightmares so fast? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Now let's zoom in on Boston's beast mode. You know how some rookies take time to adjust? Not her. Boston's gone from promising rookie to unstoppable force so fast, it's giving opponents whiplash. How did she do it? Well, buckle up because her latest performance is about to blow your mind. We're talking 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's not just good, that's elite. Remember when Boston was averaging 14.5 points and 8.4 rebounds last season? Yeah, those numbers look cute now. She didn't just improve, she exploded. But here's what's really crazy, her efficiency. Boston went 11 of 16 from the field. That's not just good shooting, that's like she's playing a video game on easy mode. And from the free throw line, perfect. 8 for 8. Imagine being a defender trying to stop her. You can't foul her, you can't let her shoot. What do? And you know what's even scarier? Boston's not just scoring, she's creating plays for her teammates too. It's like she installed a cheat code that makes everyone around her better.
You want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark, step back 3. She connects. Mitchell comes up with the steal. Howard is back. It's one-on-one. Mitchell's going to pull a 3. How's that for confidence? And gets us started here in overtime.
Gets to get the ball across midcourt. That's it.
Inside, they feed Boston. It's Kubai on her. Boston backing in, turning, and gets deep position.
1 minute she's dropping 30 on you, the next she's setting up her teammates for easy buckets. How do you game plan for that? Even Caitlin Clark, her superstar teammate, is in awe. After the game, Clark said, "She's all over the glass, came up with clutch buckets, tied it for us solid in overtime." When you've got Caitlin Clark singing your praises, you know you're doing something right. But here's the thing, this isn't just about one great game. This is about Boston's evolution as a player. She's not just living up to the hype anymore. She's creating a whole new level of hype.
One-on-one for Boston. Spins away from the help. That's a big-time post move right there.
Trying to free up Mitchell. She can't get open. Boston takes it herself, fires it up, and it stays down. She's going to try her luck on the offensive end. Benley ducks in and finishes.
How about that back-to-back?
Benley, handoff Clark, launches, and hits a 3. We are level.
She's gone from a promising rookie to a player that has opposing coaches losing sleep. Think about it. Boston's growth has transformed the entire Fever team. They're not just a young team with potential anymore. They're a threat, a big one. Boston's presence on the court elevates everyone's game. It's like she's got this gravitational pull that makes the whole team orbit around her. You think Boston's transformation is impressive? Wait till you see how Caitlin Clark is changing the entire way the Fever play. Clark isn't just adapting to the WNBA, she's making the WNBA adapt to her, and that's what makes her a true game changer. Let's talk numbers for a second. Clark dropped 26 points, dished out 12 assists, and grabbed 5 rebounds in that game against the Dream. But here's the kicker. She just tied the Fever's franchise record for double-doubles in a rookie season. That's not just good, that's historically good. But Clark's impact goes way beyond the stat sheet. It's like she installed a turbo button on the whole team. The Fever are playing faster, smarter, and scarier than ever. Clark's court vision is next level. She's seeing passing lanes that don't even exist yet. It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
I mean, I think it's just being able to make the right read once again, and then sometimes they double, sometimes they didn't. So just being able to be patient in the post and understand if they're coming and where that double's coming from. And if I can still take it, then we try to get to the free throw line.
We sometimes get down and we don't always stop the bleeding right away. But I think the positive is, like I've said before, like at the beginning of the season, that was really bad news for us. And
you know what's really wild? That full court pass Clark made. It was like she had eyes in the back of her head. 1 second, the Dream thought they had the ball. The next second, Clark's teammate is laying it in for an easy 2. That's the kind of play that energizes the whole team and leaves opponents scratching their heads. And let's talk about Clark's stamina. She played all 45 minutes in that overtime game. All 45. Most players would be gassed, but Clark, she was still dropping dimes and draining threes like it was the first quarter. That's the kind of endurance that wins championships. But here's what really sets Clark apart: her competitive fire. After the game, she wasn't basking in the glory of the win. No, she was focused on the details. She said, "I thought a lot of the turnovers were unforced. That was not a backcourt violation." That's the kind of attention to detail that separates good players from great ones. And you know what's even crazier? Clark and Boston are now the second best scoring pair in the league. These two aren't just good for rookies. They're giving the league's best a run for their money. It's like they skipped the whole rookie learning curve thing.
To shoot at least 70% three-point range on at least 20 three-point attempts in a 5-game span. You know who else is on that list?
Caldwell spent 3 years in the WNBA, 2 in Atlanta, 1 in Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell knocking it down.
Want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark step back 3. She connects.
And went straight to league domination. Clark's playmaking ability is transforming the Fever's offense. She's enabling them to play faster and smarter. Her court vision allows her to set up teammates effectively, creating a dynamic and unpredictable style of play. It's like she's got this sixth sense for where her teammates are going to be before they even get there. But here's the thing, Clark isn't just making her teammates better. She's making the whole game more exciting. Every time she touches the ball, you can feel the energy in the arena shift. Everyone's on the edge of their seats, waiting to see what she'll do next. Will it be a no-look pass, a deep 3, a drive to the hoop? With Clark, anything's possible. Clark's magic is contagious, and it's spread through the entire Fever roster. 2 months ago, this team was an afterthought. Now, they're on an 8-game tear that's got the whole league nervous. What sparked this incredible turnaround? It's like the Fever flipped a switch. They've gone from being the hunted to the hunters, and they're not just winning games, they're dominating.
Boston gets it back to Clark, sidesteps Howard, she will launch and knock down a 3.
Makes it look so...
Third all-time in points scored. Boston lost the handle on her way up, finds its way to Lexi Hull, who knocks down another 3.
She's 4 for 4. 3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada, just got it up off the glass and got it to go.
Three-point range on at least 20 three-point attempts in a 5-game span. You know who else is on that list?
In their last 10 games, they've racked up 8 wins. That's not just good, that's championship-level performance. But here's what's really wild. It's not just about Clark and Boston anymore. The whole team is stepping up. Take Kelsey Mitchell, for example. She's been on fire, averaging 25 points per game in August, and carrying that momentum into September. And don't forget about Lexi Hull. Her sharp shooting is giving opponents nightmares. It's like the Fever suddenly became a team full of sharp shooters. You know what's really changed? The team's confidence. They're not just hoping to win anymore, they expect to win. Clark said it best after their comeback against the Dream. "We felt like we were right there and really played a crappy half, so I'm proud of us. I thought we chipped away. We were resilient, and we really executed when it mattered." That's the kind of mindset that wins championships. The Fever aren't just happy to be in the game anymore. They're playing to dominate, and they believe they can beat anyone. And you know what? They might be right. The chemistry on this team is off the charts. It's like they've been playing together for years, not months. Every player knows exactly where their teammates are going to be.
Mitchell pulling up off balance, knocks it down. That's a deep 2. Mitchell still scoreless since the first quarter. Mitchell on the drive, scoop shot, and gets the roll.
3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada, just got it up off the glass and got it to go.
And they're making passes that leave defenders spinning. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Fever are about to face their biggest test yet, the Las Vegas Aces. This isn't just another game. This is a chance for the Fever to prove they're for real. If they can hang with the Aces, or even beat them, that's when everyone will have to admit, the Fever are legit contenders. Think about how crazy that is. A few months ago, people were writing off the Fever as just another rebuilding team. Now, they're the team nobody wants to face in the playoffs. They've got star power, depth, and most importantly, they've got that hunger that comes from being underestimated. Every time the Fever step on the court now, there's this electricity in the air. Fans are on the edge of their seats, wondering what magic Clark's going to pull off next, or if Boston's going to dominate the paint again. But it's not just about individual performances anymore. It's about how this team comes together and finds ways to win. And let's be real, that's what makes playoff basketball so exciting. It's not just about talent, it's about which team can come together and perform under pressure. The Fever have shown they can do that. They've proven they can come back from big deficits, that they can execute in clutch moments. So here's the question everyone's asking. Are the Fever for real? Can they keep this momentum going into the playoffs? Or is this just a hot streak that's going to cool off when the pressure really ramps up?